Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Coyote back again for another $5 game review, and this time we are doing Motorbikes Pro 2025. It's the Value Edition. And before we get into the review, all I want to do is say, hey, we're still on the push for 50 subscribers. Do me a solid if you haven't. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You don't even have to like this or like me. Just help me out. Okay, well, maybe you have to like me a little bit. But anyway, let's get into the review. Get behind the wheel in a Motorbikes Pro 2025 and experience the excitement of high-speed racing with stunning graphics and intuitive controls. This game is perfect for racers of all ages. The price of the game is $4.99 over on the Switch store. Let's get into what I do like. Let's start off with the graphics. I don't think the graphics are as good as they say they are, the description of the game, but they are pretty sharp. I enjoy them. It makes each racetrack feel different. As you pick out your course, and we'll get into those later, you'll drive around it and it's not just some reused building and it's just copied and pasted around the area. No, actually the backgrounds do change as you go around the course. And the course itself looks nice and rendered so you don't feel like you're just going to accidentally drive through a wall that doesn't appear to be there. The progression in the game is actually really nice. All you got to do is just place first, second, or third in the race. You'll collect stars, and as you do, you'll unlock more bikes, which will make races that you're maybe having a harder time with seem a lot easier. And you'll also unlock different tracks or different cups if you were thinking of this as in Mario Kart world, which is actually a lot of fun, so you don't feel like you've got to perfect every race. I'm going to be honest, me the perfectionist, I've gone back to try and beat some of them, and I feel like it's just a matter of getting the right bike. This is both a dig and a compliment at the same time, if you will. The intuitive controls that it talks about, it's either left or right or A or B. Now, there's many different options you can use. I found that actually using the top two buttons on my Switch were the easiest to really control the bike, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be advanced controls. You're really just racing on a bike going forward. Another feature that I like is there's a crash feature, so if you just think you're going to hit a wall and then back up a little bit and correct yourself, nah, you hit that wall, it is full Mario effect. You kind of throw a little fit, which is actually hilarious. I've crashed a couple times just to see him throw his little hissy fit. Another thing that I'm actually kind of stoked that they did was instead of putting a paywall behind certain tracks, the only expansion packs is different looks for your bikes, because I'm going to be honest, if I had to pay to play some of these tracks, it would almost be an immediate turnoff for this game. All right, time to get into the things that I think either just need improved or gotten rid of altogether. I want to talk about the bike upgrades themselves. Like, it's really cool that you can unlock bikes just by racing, but when it comes to racing games, one of my favorites was Midnight Club Dub Edition, or just any of the Midnight Club series, because you got to work on your car. You got to invest in parts onto your car to make it feel differently. Maybe you didn't really need a lot of speed. You wanted more handling, so you invest in certain parts. It'd be really cool to see upgrades to the bikes that way, not just a generic, hey, I've done so many races, I've won them, now I get the next better bike. I'd also like to see some more tracks being added. As you actually go up through some of the races, they're actually just dupes of the older tracks, and the racers are just a little bit faster, which is fine. I know that's what they do in Mario Kart, but I don't know. I feel like some of the more challenging tracks should be locked behind the harder walls, and some of the easier tracks kind of build you up. A better progression system, I think, would be a lot nicer. I'd like to see them invest more in some of the lean physics of the game. Like, if you actually watch the motorcycle races, you'll see these guys almost have those bikes where if you just turn your head, it's game over. So it'd be really cool to see them add more of that into the controls. I mean, right now, it's simple controls. You either are leaning to the left, leaning to the right, going forward, or stopping. That's really about it. So maybe invest a little bit more into those controls, and I think you got something there. And I'd also like to see them add a two-player mode. Like, just being able to do a couch race would be really awesome. Even it doesn't really need an online thing, but if you got some buddies over that really enjoy motorbike racing, I think it would just be a little fun thing. All right, hey, let's play this cheesy little $5 racer. I think there's actually like a drinking game you could be made out of it, but it's going to be something they need to look into. My final complaint, I'd actually like to see some of the other racers kind of face consequences throughout the match. They race omni perfectly. They'll never crash. Even if they bump into you, it'd actually even be kind of cool to see like a little bit more bump physics, as if they hit you at the right spot or you hit them at the right spot, causes the bike to kind of spin out or some kind of nature of that. Kind of like it was in real racing. All in all, when it comes to a $4.99 game, Motorbikes Pro 2025, It's the value edition. Yeah, it's actually worth it, especially if you're into any kind of racing games. I think there's a lot of improvements that could definitely be made by the studio who did this game, and I'm hoping that they're going to invest more time in it. But it's a nice little cheap racer. Definitely worth a pickup on the Switch store. I will do better about this one and having a link down in the description below. If you could do me a favor, like I said, we're on that push towards 50 subscribers. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well. What's it going to cost you? It doesn't cost you a thing, which is unlike some of these games that we review. It's the $5 game review. I will catch you later. Till then, my name is Coyote. Have a good one.